All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemick, Nikki Earnshaw. We're having a lot of fun on a rainy Saturday. But I'm going to get home. I'm going to get on a nice fire. I had a fire last night, Nick.
I know you did.
Fireplace.
2 days in a row?
Yeah, and then today I'm going to do the same thing, get on the couch, watch football, eat chicken wings.
Oh.
Why can't this just snow, though? Why is it so – I love
agree.
the snow. Why
I
the snow?
love it. I don't know.
I like the snow.
I like the snow, too. What are you going to do?
It was almost a white Christmas.
It wasn't. No, they said technically it was. We had snow outside our door.
But
when my daughter made a snowman, it's still out. It's still out in front
wasn't
of
good
my
enough.
house.
It wasn't good enough.
No.
I need a blizzard for Christmas.
I know. Yeah, we need that.
Go to just drive.
Have you
about
ever had
4 or
one?
5.
Have you ever had a white Christmas?
Yeah, we had one in '98.
2 years before I was born.
Yeah,
Up by you, but not in
yeah, maybe
down
not down here.
Yeah.
Then we had one. We did have snow a couple years back on Christmas Eve, but it didn't lay.
Does it count if it's on the ground?
It
It's not
counts.
snowing. It's just
No, if it lays on the ground, you got it. You got snow.
It's got to snow.
We
on
had
that
snow
day.
on my lawn for Christmas.
We had a little bit, but it kind of
All right.
yeah.
Every we love our high school athletes in the spotlight. We do it every Saturday during the school season. We do our high school players in the spotlight, sponsored by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran McLaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for their outstanding achievement in high school sports. Brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Let's go to that Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room Fran McLaughlin. Good morning, Fran.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
All right, Fran, do you have any, before we get started on this high school athletes, do you have any friends that are Cowboy fans?
No way. I used to have friends that were Cowboy fans.
You did away with them?
Yeah, that's the way we roll here.
By the way, the Philly.
I didn't tell you. We talked earlier. We got to keep this segment short today because I haven't cleared concussion protocol for the weekend.
Oh, that's a dig.
Oh.
Listen, you can't be happy. Are you happy about Pickett? I mean,
No, I'm not a huge Hurts fan. I think when he plays well, this team's really good, but I never know when he's going to play well. But you did see the importance of him last week when he went out of that game, and all of a sudden that we become so focused on, or teams become so focused on stopping Saquon. It's a lot easier, when he's not in that backfield as an option to take off and run. So I guess we learned how valuable he really is.
I think we did, and we're going to learn to appreciate him more after these couple games without him in the lineup. All right, it's what's today's date?
27.
Today's the
28th.
28th.
He's the IHO guy, though, right?
It's the 28th of December, and I know all the winter sports, they're in full gear now, right?
Yeah, it took a while for the basketball to get going, but now you have a plethora of games. All our local teams have been playing nonstop around the holidays here in the local tournaments. So the biggest tournament is the Boardwalk Classic down there in Wildwood. It started, I guess, last Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I think it runs through New Year's Eve, so a lot of locals playing down there.
We actually broadcasted live from the Classic a couple years back. We did a show from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and we were courtside. It was great.
Yeah, full slate of games every day. They start early in the morning. I mean, it's a lot of local teams. Big one to point out tomorrow will be the girls' contest at 4:30 down there. You got Wildwood Catholic, which is undefeated, against Wildwood. So looking to take in a decent game. That's definitely one. I mean, again, there's a lot of local teams playing down there. So. And
of course, the wrestlers are all geared up, right? They're in full swing now too.
Yeah, we've got definitely a bunch of holiday tournaments as well. We'll get to our athletes in the spotlight here. That's where we're going to go on the girls' side. What other
winter sports are there, Fran?
Where are we at here? You got obviously girls and boys basketball. You have indoor track on the girls and boys side, wrestling, and
bowling. Does bowling go in the winter?
There is bowling up north. We don't have anything down here as far as our local schools in South Jersey, as far as I know. There's ice hockey. I think St. Augustine might be the only local team local school that's carrying that program.
Mainland has one too.
Mainland has one too.
By the way,
yeah.
shout out to Anastasia Bowman from Wildwood Catholic. Go girl. I coach her.
All right, now it's time for Fran McLaughlin's high school athletes in the spotlight.
All right, so on the girls' side for athlete in the spotlight for the week ending 12/22, we're going to go to the wrestling mat. We talked. We're going to go with Cammie Bird, Egg Harbor Township junior. She's a wrestler. Last year she was sixth at 114.
Get out.
Corey
in
Bird's
the state
daughter.
20.
Wow.
She has picked up right where she left off, winning 2 tournaments last week. First, she starts on Saturday and wins the Queen of the East, pinning Brianna Dugo of Jackson Memorial. Dugo was 8th at 120 last year, so that's a pretty big win. Bird pins her in 323 to capture the Queen of the East. Then comes back the next day, and in a major decision, 16-2, she wins the finals of the Bloomfield Girls Holiday Tournament. So she gets 2 gold medals in 2 days to become our girls athlete in the spotlight for 12/22.
That's awesome.
And then on the boys' side, obviously the basketball is going big time now. There's a lot of guys playing. We went with Ocean City senior guard Ben McGonigal.
Ben McGonigal, Billy McGonigal's son.
There you go. Now, I wonder if there's any relation because there's a McGonigal playing for that Wildwood Catholic girl.
Yeah, I'll
Lola
give Billy a
McGonigal.
call.
Fair
I'll
enough.
give Billy a call because
She's
I
a
got his
Wildwood
number. I'll
Catholic
find
girl, too.
out.
I coached her too.
So what did Ben do that made him?
Ocean City's off to a 4-0 start. Ben's been their leading scorer to 3 to 4. He's been in double digits all 4 games. He dropped 20 in a win against St. Augustine, and last Sunday at the Ocean City PBA tip-off, he dropped 18 against Holy Spirit. So they're off to a 4-0 start. The Red Raiders are, and the scrappy play of that guard Ben McGonigal is the main reason why. So Ben and Cammie, they both, as always, receive Philly Pretzel Factory gift cards and free pretzel coupons for all their teammates and coaches.
That's awesome. And also,
To both of them.
so also, Fran, did one of the players, a player, drop off his jersey to your Philly Pretzel Factory last week?
Yeah, actually, before we came on the air, our first actual player of the week was Xavier Couchy, quarterback, sophomore. He's actually got a twin brother who's a menace on defense. Yeah, he stopped by a couple weeks ago, and he autographed his
Nice.
copy of the plaques of all the winners on the wall. And then he stopped by the other day and gave me an Egg Harbor Township jersey. So we're going to get that framed up. I think I got one coming from Mainland, too. We don't want to leave them out. Anybody else? We want to get some sports apparel up on the wall. So, yeah, it was a cool little Christmas present for me.
That is outstanding. And
Drop that.
hey, Fran, did Chloe care? Did she pick up her certificate yet?
I'm actually going to drop them off and try and do.
Because we know Chloe pretty well, and my brother will contact her mom to let her know that she's got that coming.
Yeah, I was going to bring down because I have her and since Maeve Smith and franchising rules and whatnot. I'm going to take pretzels down to them as I drop their stuff off. I've been in contact with their coach Tim Cook, so we're gonna get that out to them as they resume their practice for indoor track, though. But great job by all of them, though.
Outstanding work, Fran, as always. We appreciate you. We love our high school players in the spotlight, and we look forward to you next week.
I appreciate it, guys. Anybody looking for last-minute party trays, we're open till 6 p.m. on New Year's Eve. I got a special deal for locker room listeners. You can order a party tray with a rivet tray, mini dog tray, the cheesesteak rivets, whatever you order. Mention the locker room, and we'll give you a free 2025 pretzel.
Wow.
2025 made out of pretzel, kind of a nice little addition to your appetizer, your snacks for your New Year's Eve party.
All locker room listeners, get down to the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Get your free pretzel. Hey, Fran, that's awesome, man. And what's the phone number down there?
Phone number 609-646-0012. We're at 6814 Tilton Road, right across there from Boardwalk Honda, next to the Pep Boys and Verizon. So I'll give them a bunch of plugs, Billy.
We love it, Fran.
Collect money. I just throw them out there. You have to go collect the bill.
All right, Fran, as always, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, take Take care, guys. Thank you.
There he is, Fran McLaughlin, with his high school Players in the Spotlight, sponsored by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran McLaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for their outstanding achievement in high school sports. Brought to you by the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. How about that?
I know. And speaking of, Wildwood Catholic, I was just down there to do their signing. Anastasia Bowman just signed with Arcadia
Get out,
University.
really?
And I went down there, and they had the whole school comes down to watch her make her get presented and watch her sign her paper. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Signing day.
Signing day.
That's
And she was the
awesome.
only
That's
one.
so
Now, let
fun.
me ask you about the girls. They got their own wrestling team now, or they wrestle on the boys' team?
So the girl, Cammie Bird, is actually Corey Bird.
Corey
the
Bird's-
former Indianapolis. He was a third-round draft pick to the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow. Right.
That's his daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a state champion wrestler.
Is
in
that
high school
right?
At Oakcrest. Yeah.
And you train these girls at
I did not.
Clement Performance
I trained
Method?
Anastasia Bowman,
But
I
you
did not
train a lot of people.
I do.
You
I
do.
sure
You do a great job.
Thank you.
Dave.
Yes.
Because I know my brother's boys, Cody.
Yeah,
went-
Cody
he went
does.
there.
I try to shamelessly plug myself every now and then, but I do. Originally, I just came on here to kind of do a little bit of a sports science segment, kind of put that spin on it. It's turned into this whole thing.
Right.
But, I do. I'm very.
That's
proud
because
of
we
what
love
we've
you here,
created.
Dave.
We love having you.
Love having. We're
And
not gonna let him go right now.
You know what I would say? I do have a humongous announcement about Clement Performance Method coming up very soon.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Probably within the next couple days. Next time I come on air, I'll probably tell this.
Well, I guess it's okay, appropriate to talk about what we're going to be doing coming up. Right?
It's up to you,
It's
Schweim.
up to you, Schwein.
Why don't we do that now?
Okay.
All right. So starting after the first, I think we're going to try to do this on Wednesdays, but maybe Saturdays. Once a week, we're going to have our podcast, Locker Room Uncensored.
Oh.
Uncensored.
Uncensored.
It's going to be our weekly podcast.
Yeah.
Nikki Earnshaw, Dave Klemick, and yours truly, plus PJ Corda will either be on remote from Florida, and then when he comes back, he'll be a part of the show too. But Locker Room Uncensored, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Locker Room Podcast.
We don't have to worry about the dump button.
No. No.
Well, I've said from the start, if you guys heard what happens in the locker room when we go to commercial, it's the best part. Okay? It's like the crust on the pizza. You know what I mean? It's like that is the good stuff that you can't hear.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily inappropriate. It's just really
Well, some of
loose.
it's inappropriate.
Funny. Sometimes.
But
yeah.
on the podcast, we can say whatever we
Say whatever you want.
You gotta watch a little bit. But
Nick is actually a professional. He's going. This is be a very good operation. We have a studio. We have we have Nick, who's a professional at this. He runs everything at
media.
Camden Community College, and we have and we'll extend what we're doing here, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Locker Room Uncensored. I can't
Uncensored,
wait.
yeah.
That's such a great concept, and we'll be throwing ourselves into that. That'll be something a lot of fun to do. Real quick before we go to break.
Yeah.
Flyers are in Anaheim. 4 o'clock today.
4 o'clock. There's a lot of games today.
Ducks.
There's a lot of games going on. You got
What?
college football. You got the Flyers. You got the Sixers. You got NFL today too.
You got
Schwab.
NFL today. Two
We
games.
have all games today.
Listen to this. I got the bowl schedule right here. All right. The bowl schedule is the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl,
That's at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
the Incest. What is it? I can't. Is Leicester?
Incest Bowl?
What is it?
Is that in West
Leicester?
Virginia?
Oh no! Oh
What is, I can't read that. It's kind of.
Dump that.
no! Oh man!
And then we have the Pop Tarts Bowl today.
Oh,
You like Pop Tarts?
I love Pop Tarts.
I
Do
went
you-
I thought
to
the
you-
Pop Tarts Bowl already
Do
happened.
you toast them or do you eat them?
Nah, I ate them. I thought the Pop Tart
Gotta
Bowl
toast
already
them.
happened. Oh, it's today. It's
You
today.
gotta toast the Pop Tart.
I went to school in Boston. You know what they call a Pop Tart in
What?
Boston?
What?
Pup Tat. Pup Tat.
Pack the cat. I
Put that-
haven't yet. Then we have the Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Oh no!
Snoop Dogg.
He's got an Arizona Bowl.
The Arizona Bowl. Snoop Dogg.
How did he get his name on that?
Go bowling military bowl. The Valero Alamo. I always like the Alamo Bowl. I always like watching that one. And then, of course, you have the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl.
His Army's playing in that game.
Yeah.
Against Louisiana Tech. But, like,
Yeah.
Army, they lost the biggest game of the year.
Just got
Does it even matter?
some bad news about my brother-in-law, and we're just praying for him, and hope he's
Definitely.
doing well. My brother-in-law graduated from West Point class of 71. His son Matthew, we've had him on the show before. He graduated West Point class of 2000, and Johnny Brooks retired as a colonel in the Army, and he's served his country well, and he's fighting the good fight. He's
Prayers
battling
up.
cancer, so he's in the hospital, so keep your prayers going for him. All right. On the other side, I guess we'll wrap it up. Can you? How fast did this show go, Dave?
Yeah, man. This one was really fast. And honestly, like I have so much fun working with you guys, just kind of riffing together.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the idea came for the podcast.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's gotten a ton of popularity online too. We
Yeah.
can check.
Well,
this
right
and see
now
how
we're
many
on the
people
X
listen.
platform,
Yeah.
and
And
we're
YouTube.
on the YouTube channel.
Yep, X and YouTube.
So check us out there, especially with our jerseys, man.
Yeah.
We're on the same team.
Yeah, baby.
All right. There's no I in Team Clemic.
There isn't me.
For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com. Or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Ask for Jason. Go down and tell them we said hello. All right, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Dave Clemic, and Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.